anything that has to do with politics. I'm more interested. I just got a letter of appointment. Letter of appointment for what? There were times when I would have to crawl through the fence of. Hello, homies. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Showomi Christiana, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always engaging my content. I love you guys. So, in today's video, I'll be talking about how I became a politician. I just want to share my journey through politics. Like, how did I even venture into politics? It might be funny, but politics is like one thing I never liked, but I got into. So stay with me and let me gist you how I became a politician. Okay, yeah, guys. So back to my story. When I was in my first year in school, I didn't want to have any involvement with politics. I didn't want to involve myself. I was just doing myself, like doing me basically. I'll go to school, I'll come back, no extracurricular activities, no parties, nothing, just church. So that was how I was living basically. So in my 200 level, I decided to have a school father. My school father was the president of my department when I was in 100 level, but he became my school father in 200 level. So while I was trying to get an apartment then in school, I liked his apartment and I told him, okay, I'm going to take up your apartment. So that was how we kind of became close. So in 200 level, my school father used to like try to force me to involve in politics, and then he wanted me to take a position in the department, but I didn't want to have it. I told him, anything that has to do with politics, I'm more interested though. So in 200 level, they elected me as part of the electoral committee, and then we had to conduct elections for those that were in my set and 300 level and 400 level in the department. After the election, everything went smoothly, and then I was just on my own. I didn't even know. Then one day in 300 level, I just got a letter of appointment. Letter of appointment for what? Welfare director. There was a welfare secretary in the department at the time, but they wanted someone to assist them, so they nominated me as the welfare director, and that's how I got the appointment. So getting into that role, because I have been brought up in a way that whatever your hand finds to do it all your might. I gave it everything that I could, and it just sort of allowed me see politics from a different angle. And then in close to the end of my 300 level, I just started that okay, in 400 level, I want to take another position, and this time I don't want to take a position in the department. I want to go into the faculty, and that was how it started. So I spoke to my friend who was at the time deputy senate president. That's Jide. Yeah, I spoke to him, and then we sort of spoke, and then he told me that the position that I'm vying for is actually very competitive, and considering our kind of department, because we don't really involve in politics, I might not be able to get a higher stake, so I should just consider something else. And then I said, okay, since I have experience as a welfare director, let me just contest as the welfare secretary of the faculty. And that was how it started, likely. And then because of the culture of our house, I came home, spoke to my parents, told them that I wanted to involve in politics, that I had been nominated, and then I need to contest now. And I remember I said, mi ò fẹ́ politics also, mi ò ṣe wàhálà o, and something. But my mommy just said that if it is in God's will for you, then you will be able to do it. That she will be praying, and then my daddy said, okay, that they'll be praying for me, and whatever support I need, that you're going to give me when the time is right. So that's how I started my campaign. At the time, the political affairs of the faculty was in shambles. Not in total shambles anyway, but you had to belong to a party. You either choose one party or you choose the next party. And then I looked at the two parties, just like APC and PDP, and I'm like, hey, who should I go for? Who should I go for? Okay, let me go for the change. And then I parlayed with another party, and then I started attending party meetings. It is something I have never done in my life. It's not even my thing. And then I had to talk in meetings. I used to be very, very introverted. And then we started door-to-door campaigns. I had to go to people, speak to them. My name is Shomi Christiana. I'm contesting for the role of the welfare secretary of BAMSA, that's Basic Medical Sciences. I think at that time it was MEDSA, Medical Science Students Association. I'm contesting for the welfare secretary of MEDSA. I need you to vote for me, talk to your friends, this, that, sell myself out and all of that. And then we're doing it. There were times when we'll do campaigns till late in the night. There were times when I would have to crawl through the fence of Ikene town hall. Is it Eweke town hall or Ikene town? I don't know. I would have to crawl under the gate because they have locked the gate and I cannot walk the distance because the back gate is closer to my house. There were times when I would need to call my friends to come and meet me up and see me off home, It was just an adventure that I loved at the time. I had to go to the other campus in Shagam, speak to people, talk to them. I started meeting stakeholders. Then the party I belonged to would organize for us to go to Agor. That's where the 100 level students were, and then the 200 level students of biochemistry department will go there. We'll talk to their class reps, talk to their representatives, canvass them, speak to them, meet with them, and all of that. And then I just started doing it, and I didn't know where I was getting the strength from. I didn't know where I was getting I know where I was getting the strength from and the wisdom. It was from God because I knew that I couldn't do anything all by myself. So as it was going, I always let my parents know that okay, this is the condition of things. I had someone print my posters for me. I had posters all over the campus. It was just a very beautiful time for me because I was learning how to relate to people. I was learning how to combine my academics with church, with politics, with business, and it was a lot on my neck. And that was how I met many people in the faculty. I became a very popular name. I actually developed the nickname Krista Yomi since when I was in primary school, when I felt that okay, I could combine my first name with my second name to become my nickname because I don't want to be a nickname that everybody bears. And the Krista Yomi is spelled Kristayomy, and that was what I used to campaign. I remember someone in my department coming up to me advising me that that nickname is not credible, that they need a nickname that people can relate with, they need a nickname that people can easily remember and all of that. And I told him, no, this is my nickname and I'm not going to compromise my nickname for anything. This is what I'm going to use, and that was it. Fast forward to manifesto. I had to create my manifesto by myself, create the slides, save it and all of that. And then on the day of the manifesto, it was almost my turn when the laptop or the system or the projector, everything went bad. And then everything I had prepared in the slides, I couldn't display it for everybody to see. But I had to talk because I knew what I wanted to deliver to people. So I had to talk from my own instincts, talk from what I had prepared. While my opponent was not able to say much because I feel like he didn't put to heart what he put on his slides. So the manifesto gave me an edge because a lot of people came to listen. The highlight of the manifesto was when my guys were going around the hall with my poster, with cardboards with my name. I could see them carrying my name and carrying my matter on my. It was the highlight of the whole election period. And then on the election day, we went to campus, and out of the 4 presidential candidates that we had for the faculty, 3 of them had my name on their publication list. And even people that I didn't canvass to already had my name on their list. And I was just there, my guys were there. It's illegal to campaign on the election ground, so we couldn't campaign. So I was just there and I couldn't vote. My agent was there, stunning, my guy stunning. He was there for me, ready on standby. And at the end of the day, my classmates, they did not show up. I think the number of people that showed up from my class were not even up to 20. Out of the class of about 69, they didn't have interest. And I don't blame them anyways because I was an introvert. I didn't used to relate with anybody. I just came out of the blues and started saying I want to do politics, and I was into politics. So, long story short, I won the election. And I won with a margin of over 200 votes. And I even had more votes than the person that won as the president of the faculty. But in my administration, I learned a lot of lessons, and it really just put me off going out to contest because there were a lot of back and forth with trying to execute projects, with trying to raise funds, with trying to satisfy people. There are a lot of things that will hold your hands. You really want to do some things, but you cannot just go because there are some authorities somewhere that you have to respect and you have to regard and all of that. But I was happy that I was able to accomplish one of my major projects, which was distribution of souvenirs to students of the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. Until date, some people that I don't even know see me outside and say, "Oh, are you not Krista Yomi from OU?" I'll be like, "Oh, I'm Krista Yomi from OU. I'm sorry, I don't know." And say, "Ah, I was in 100 level. No, I was in 200 level. Ah, you came to campaign in my department. Oh, no." And all of that. So I feel like politics helps me to develop my public speaking skills. Politics helps me to be able to talk to people, to be able to meet up with people. It develops my confidence to some level. It made me see that I could do things if I really wanted to do it. And if I'm asked if I'm going to do politics again, yes, I'm definitely going to do politics again, but I'm not sure I want to see my face on posters. I think I'll just rather get an appointment and go there and do my thing and leave, because I had some critics coming to me, and you people are not doing anything, you just want to invest our money, you just want to do this, just want to do that. But we thank God for God. So that was how I ventured into politics, and that was just my like journey through politics. And before I forget, when I went to serve, I didn't even do the politics, I didn't contest, I didn't do anything, and they appointed me as the CDS secretary. I think my interest in politics actually fueled my brother's interest in politics, because my brother is the speaker of the 35th assembly of the FUTA SRC in Akure, that is Federal University of Technology Akure. I'm so proud of him. And yeah, that's it. I think my sister at some point too did politics, and I hope that if my other siblings will, they could participate in politics. Yeah. Thank you for staying tuned to my video. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye.